Snappers, this is Tortoise with a Gray. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Pokemon Yellow Nuzlocke. Hope you guys enjoyed getting 2 episodes of the Nuzlocke last week. I had a lot of fun doing it, so I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. Today, we are going to be continuing where we left off last episode. We are now on Cinnabar Island, and everybody's all healed up, so that's fantastic, so we're good to go. Today we're going to take on Cinnabar Island's, everything Cinnabar Island has to offer, save the gym. We got to get the key to the gym so we can take it on next episode, but we have to first do a couple of things, and really what those things entail. One, as I'm thinking about it, because I didn't think about it before we started, max repels is what you got to offer me here. Well, alright, we'll take 10 of those, I guess. That's a lot of money. Woo! But I think they're going to be necessary at some point in this run, so we'll go ahead and take them. And let's grab 5 more of these buddies. Hyper Potions. Alright, great. Now, what I want to do first is I want to go here into the lab, and I picked the Dome Fossil back up out of the, we study Pokemon extensively here. People often bring us rare Pokemon for us for examination. I brought the Dome Fossil that we picked up in Mount Moon, and I believe that they can revive it here for us. Hello there, do you want to trade your Golduck for Rhydon? I would love to trade a Golduck for Rhydon, but unfortunately I do not have one. Sorry, old timer. I found this very strange fossil in Mount Moon. I think it is a rare prehistoric Pokemon. Is that the dude that we beat and stole one of his fossils? How do you have Growlithe? Want to trade it for Dugong? I don't know that I'd want to make that trade. No, sorry, lady. Alright, somewhere in this facility, somebody will take my fossil. Eevee can evolve into one of 3 kinds of Pokemon. Or 7 or 8 or 9, or however many there are now. Tick, 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 tick. Mini cool TM, it can cause all kinds of fun. Tort received TM35. What is TM35, you ask? Well, it is metronome. That makes the ticking stuff make more sense. Alright. There we go. Alright, must be in the last room here. We can drop off our Dome Fossil. I'm looking for Kangaskhan. Want to trade one for Muck? Ooh, I want both of those Pokemon, but unfortunately I have neither to give you. Hiya, I'm an important doctor. I study here rare Pokemon. Here I study rare Pokemon. That's not proper English. Have you got a fossil for me? Yes, we've got the Dome Fossil. Oh, that is a Dome Fossil. It is a fossil of Kabuto, a Pokemon that is already extinct. My resurrection machine will make that Pokemon live again. Yeah, go for it. So Kabuto is going to end up being the, our encounter for Cinnabar Island, given that Pokemon Mansion is a separate area. We're going to head there now, and we will get our encounter for that particular area. And we've got to remember to do a roll as we step in here, too. So we are now in the Cinnabar Mansion, or the Pokemon Mansion on Cinnabar Island. Anyway, we have to do another roll. So let's set our random number generator to 40. Let's generate. We get a 19. And 19 states... Where is it? Your moves in trainer battles are determined by RNG here. Trainer battles are determined by RNG here. That's good to know. Exceptions, if there's an important battle in this area, i.e. Gym Leader, your rival Big Villain, or the Elite Four, you don't have to follow this rule for that battle. Great. Well, none of that takes place here in the Pokemon Mansion. Let me scroll down. There it is. All right. Pokemon Mansion. Our battles here are determined by RNG in trainer battles. Only in trainer battles. We don't have to worry about it for all of our wild encounters. So that works out very nicely. Okay. So that doesn't affect our wild encounter at all. So let's go ahead and knock that out. See what we can find. There we go. And it is... Ooh, a Growlithe is our wild encounter here. So, very cool. Let me throw a Headbutt up. It's not a Dark type move here, so that's fine. Oh, and that should be probably good enough. Let's throw Great Ball, and otherwise we'll try the Ultra. Growlithe got caught. That works out. Alright, Growlithe, the puppy Pokemon. A Pokemon with a friendly nature. However, it will bark fiercely at anything invading its territory. My puppy is outside because it is beautiful here today, and he is out enjoying the weather. Because I just felt so bad keeping him inside. Alright, so, Growlithe. Let's go to our nickname list, because why not? Let's go ahead and pick out something good here. Sort filter, there we go. Alright. I don't think we've used this one yet, but I like it for a puppy. That works out nicely. Actually, this was the name of my uncle's puppy, and it is also the name of Number 1, the first officer from my favorite of the Star Trek series, Star Trek The Next Generation, and Riker will be the name of this Growlithe puppy, and he's going to go to Bill's PC because we don't really need him at the moment. Alrighty, so let's go up. Unfortunately, we didn't get a coughing or anything like you guys had hoped. That would have been cool. That would have been cool, and honestly, Growlithe is great, but I don't have any need for it. So it's a bit unfortunate, but we'll make it work. There we go. Finally, dopey stuff is in place. Now, let's throw a Surf up. Ooh! Oh wait, that one guarantees half damage, right? So we can't die from Super Fang. Scared me though. Alright, let's do a headbutt. Oof. Thank God for Dopey's defenses. Alright, and good thing we just bought a bunch of healing items, I guess. Throw that up. And on that note, let's in fact... We just paid a ton of money for some repels, right? So let's go ahead and use that. And take... Ooh, hello. Oh, we got Grimers here too. We could have gotten a Grimer or a coughing or something. That would have been fantastic. Ugh, Grimer can't... Or we can't even kill a Grimer. That's disappointing. I guess they're specially defensive in this generation, right? So... That makes sense. I can't get out. This old place is one big puzzle. Dude, you're like 5 steps from the staircase that takes you down to the entrance. Ooh, a Charmander. That's kind of awesome. Woo! That crit, though. Alright. Oh, yeah. There we go, Dopey. Nice work. Burglar's about to use Charmeleon. We'll stay in on that, but we are going to switch. Let's bring Techno in. Could have brought Morden in. That would have been fun. He's got a Charmander and a Charmeleon. I've got a Charizard. Could have been exciting. But Techno will finish this off for us here. I got something I want to talk to you guys about. Because you guys are, if you're watching this series, you're one of the few who are. Which isn't a problem. I love Pokemon. I'm not going to stop doing Pokemon just because only like 40 of you guys actually care to watch it. You know, that's not an issue for me. But what I want to ask you guys about is... We've got a series that we've been running on this channel for some time, and it's called the Hexath'locke. I'm sure you guys are familiar with it because, again, we don't really pick up new viewers for Pokemon-related content for whatever reason. Everybody comes in for the Minecraft stuff, which is fine. I enjoy that too, but Pokemon is near and dear to my heart. Pokemon is my love, and it's a little sad that we don't get more people in to watch it. But that's not the point of this. The point is, you guys are the true blue Pokemon fans, and so I want to get your guys' opinion on something, because the Hexath'locke, I've kind of pushed it back and delayed it, because largely we're at a point where we're getting ready to jump into the 6th gen, and what that means is that we have to make a decision, largely, because what the 6th gen means is we have, we've got, the problem is, so I was supposed to be starting the 6th generation when we came back from summer vacation. This fall I was supposed to be running, as opposed to Pokemon Yellow Nuzlocke, I was supposed to be running the Hexath'locke. And actually, this was the series that I intended to do in once we finished the Hexath'locke. I was all excited for the Hexath'locke to wrap up, not because I'm excited for the Hexath'locke to wrap up, because I really wanted to do this series. And I didn't want to, like, do a break in the middle of the Hexath'lockes, because I was like, well, you know, that would be weird, so let's go ahead and when the Hexath'locke's over, I'll do the Nuzlocke in Pokemon Yellow, and that would be awesome. And I really enjoyed it. But I can't keep pushing off the Hexath'locke. Dopey wants to learn Water Gun, can't learn more from news. Nope, you already know Surf. You don't need Water Gun. I can't keep... No, I was gonna say, why is it not Iron? We're going to use that on Techno. Techno's defense rose. We can't keep pushing back the Hexath'locke because eventually we're just going to need to tackle Season 6. And the reason why I haven't yet is because originally, when I was getting ready to, you know, in the middle of the summer, you know, end of spring or whatever, and I was like, all right, we're going to come back in the fall and we're going to do Hexath'locke Season 6 and it'll be great. I had made plans with one of my good friends and followers here, the Espresso Cat, that I would borrow his capture card to do that, because I really didn't want to have to do Hexath'locke Season 6 the same way I did my Pokemon X Blind Run, which was recording it on my phone, you know, holding my phone shakily as I recorded one of the 2 screens on my 3DS, And, okay, so calcium does what? I'm going to give it to Techno. Special Rose, alright. That works. I really need to be able to count on at least one Pokemon completely. And so I'm going to pump all of those into Techno in order to do that. Well, we'll give the Psychic a go. But unfortunately, the ECAT's capture card has broken. And so that's not an option. So it broke and we weren't able to use it. And so I was like, well, I really didn't have a backup plan. I was like, oh, this is awesome. One of my good friends has a capture card and he's willing to let me borrow it. And that was like, I was blissfully ignorant of any other possibility there. And unfortunately, another possibility arose in which his capture card broke. And, whoa! Yikes. Kill that Rattata Javelin. Ooh, man, if only Kalos had stayed alive. Look how terrible those Hyper Fangs are to go up against. So that's why Hexath'locke Season 6 did not start this last fall, and why we're doing this series now. Although I had this series planned already, it's just the timing of it all, right, as I said. So let's see what all's going on in this floor. Yikes. These repels are worthless if everything in here is a higher level. I may have to switch it up here in a minute. But, anyway, so what I'm trying to get at is, I still don't have another solution. I still have not come up with anything that would make capturing Season 6 of the Hexath'locke in a Gen 6 game any easier or any higher quality or anything like that. Because I really, really do not want to have to get to a point where I'm like, alright, I'm just going to record this with my phone. Because honestly, the quality was pretty low. It was a lot of work, and my channel, that was one of the first things I did on my channel. I started in spring of 2012, I started in the spring of 2013, April 22nd, 2013, just trying to learn Skull Bash. It's a 2-turn move, right? So we're going to say no. And in the fall of 2013, Pokemon X came out. And so, spring of 2013, I did Season 1 of the Hexath'locke, and then fall, I started Season 2, and then Pokemon X came out, and so it was like the second, or it was like the third or fourth series that I did on my channel. Yeah, that's right. Anyway, and I really enjoyed it, but long story short, that's almost going to be 2.5 years ago. I had like less than 100 subscribers when that happened, and so, the anticipation, I mean, nobody expected me to be doing, anything better than that, I guess. But at this point, and that's what I want to ask you guys about, I guess. Because at this point, I'm in the position where 2.5 years later, I'm still going to be in a position where I'm going to be doing the exact same thing. And honestly, from my perspective, that's not something I really want to do. But I want to ask you guys, because really I'm running out of options. There really are no options that don't involve some radical stuff. Either I do Season 6 of the Hexath'locke in a different game. So say we end up doing Black or White 2 or something, which I really don't want to do. But, crap. We fought a trainer, and we didn't do RNG rolls, did we? Crap. Crap. Okay. I want to get through this discussion, though. So we are going to do a punishment roll. We will do it at the end of the episode. That's what we're going to do. But for now, let's get through what I want to say. So we got a couple of options. None of them great, but we do have a few options. Option number one, we can play a different game. We can play Black or White 2 or something, which I really don't want to do, but that's one of our main options. That's one of the options I always kind of put forward as if Season 6 was kind of a thing where it wasn't going to work out, then we could potentially do that. I want to throw Techno up front. I will grind Dopey on my own time. Let's just kind of let these repels do their thing. All right, so now we're blocked off, and I think there's eyes in the statues or something we're supposed to be pushing. So we could play the second Gen 5 game for the 6th season of the Hexath'locke. Not ideal. You guys know my feelings on Gen 5 in general, so I really you know that that's not something I necessarily want to do. But it's certainly an option. It would be a new game that we could play through and you know, make that happen. So that would give us our 6th season and wrap up the Hexath'locke season 6 that I promised you guys, and that would be all good. I guess if you guys are really looking for, you know, Gen 6 to be Hexath'locke season 6, you know, we do, I guess, have the option of, if you guys are all in favor of it, I could record the game on my phone, as I did with the blind run previously, and we could make that happen. We could do it that way because honestly, you guys are the fans of this content on my channel, and so if that's something that you guys are kind of unanimously like, yeah, that'd be fine, then we can do it. It wouldn't be my first choice because honestly, I think we've kind of come a long way since that time, and so I don't necessarily want to regress to doing such low quality content again. But in the long run, the point of the content is to entertain you guys. And if you guys would enjoy watching a Hexath'locke Season 6 in a format where I've recorded it with my cell phone and all that, then we can do that. And I wouldn't, you know, if that's what you guys want, you guys are the fans that I'm looking to entertain here, and so I've got no qualms about that. We can go ahead and we can record it on the phone, and that'd be great. Ooh, a muck. How did we just come across a muck exactly? Did a repel wear off and I didn't notice it? He's using that minimize. Techno lands the serve anyway. Sucker! That works out. Techno's going to get some experience because we've got a gym coming up. So those are two options. We can play Black or White 2, or we can record it with my phone. Play through Pokemon X, and I can record it again with my phone. Or one of the other options we have available to us is potentially attempting to raise funds to somehow get a capture card together. And I say we can potentially try to raise funds because, one, capture cards are extremely expensive. They run in the range of almost $500 generally. And it's possible that I could maybe find one on eBay or something that would potentially be cheaper, but that would be unreliable in terms of, like, knowing that I would be able to get that going. All right, a repel wore off. Let's throw another one up here. So that, you know, we could potentially do that, but again, that would be something that you guys, as the Pokemon fans, would have to kind of let me know that that's something that you would really want by helping with the funds of that. Because honestly, that's not an expense I can incur on my own. And if it's, you know, if it's something that we really want to do, and that would, you know, that would allow me to play lots of 3DS games, I guess. But honestly, it's ooh. All right, I'm gonna switch to Sari, and we gotta remember we gotta do RNG rolls for this. So, all right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I almost said 5. 1, 2, 3, or 4. 3. All right, so we got a Leech Seed. So those are kind of the options. I guess there's a fourth option. If you guys potentially know of somebody who you are friends with who has a capture card, who would be willing to lend me their capture card for a short period of time, we could potentially borrow another capture card, and just for the purposes of this series. I think if we were to buy one, that would probably be something that, oh, come on. That would probably be something that would be useful for this this channel, because we could play lots of games on the 3DS. But it's not something that outside of the channel, I have absolutely no need for a capture card, because unless I'm recording it, then there's no need for me to, it's not something that would ever be needed for anything but this channel. There's no other application for it. So, I can't incur that cost. I don't have that kind of money, even if I wanted to incur that cost. So it would have to be something where, you know, if that's something we wanted to do, if it's really... There we go, Razor Leaf. Thank you. Queen of Crits can finally finish off this Magnemite. Killing him slowly. Let's just do it quickly. There we go. Critical hit. Be a little humane here. So, and this might be something that I can potentially bring, you know, other viewers of the channel in on. Maybe do some sort of, you know, fundraising live stream or something some weekend or someday or whatever, where we are able to, you know, get other people in it, because I can play other games. I could play Animal Crossing. I could do all these different kinds of games on the channel besides just Pokemon that I think the thing would be very useful for. But the main purpose of getting it would be to do Hexath'locke Season 6. That would probably delay Hexath'locke Season 6 a fair bit, given that, generally speaking, the turnaround for the guy... There's only, like, one guy in the world right now who's making these things. And honestly, his turnaround is something like 4 to 6 months. And he requires payment up front. So it's going to be something like, once we do go through the painful fundraising effort, we would then also have to wait for it. So it would definitely happen, and it would be great quality, and we could do some other fun runs in the meantime, but there would also be, you know, a wait there as well. I'm not going to change Pokemon. Let's generate here. Yes, Razor Leaf. Queen of Crits! So I don't want to put that all on you guys, necessarily, because there's so few of you, and that would be completely unreasonable of me. I don't like talking about this kind of stuff, because that's not what we're here for, but unfortunately that is something that is exclusively for the channel, and so it would have to be kind of a channel effort to kind of get that going. Alright, let me look at where my healths are. Yeah, we need to heal a little bit. So we could potentially bring other people in on it, and if we come up with, you know, a list of games that would be fun to play on the channel, that we can also use that thing for, then we could do that. Because it's not fair of me to put that all on you guys. Let's try this one. Is that where we want to be? No, I don't think so, because this is worthless. Alright, let's go back up, I think. This place is huge. Oh, another trainer battle. Okay. But, so those are kind of the options. We can either one. Oop, I almost did something bad. One. Haha! Great. We could either, one, play Black or White 2 as the 6th season of Hexath'locke, just to wrap up the series. We could, 2, record the series with my phone. It would be lower quality, like the Pokemon X Blind Run was, but we could do it, and that would allow us to play Gen 6, and it wouldn't be, you know, it wouldn't be as good a quality. You guys wouldn't be able to see all the stuff that was going on. You know, audio and visual would be bad. I mean, but we could do it. It would be a way to do Gen 6 for Season 6. Or, what was option 3? Or, you know, we kind of try and band... Oh, not Hyper Potion, Max Repel. We kind of band together and attempt to raise funds to get us a capture card. And I say us a capture card because really it would be for us. It would be, you know, for the channel. Okay, so I need to go in here. Alright, does that open? Yes. So we could, you know, band together and all of us, you know, chip in, and I would certainly put some of my own money up, but we would need to come together as a channel and you know, try and raise those funds, because it's not something I can do on my own, even if I wanted to. Okay, so let's do this one then. Alright. Who are you? You shouldn't be here. And so those are the 3 options, with an optional 4th option of, if you guys have a friend who happens to have a capture card who would be willing to lend it to me, then we could talk about something along those lines where, you know, we might be able to make that happen. Because that was my original plan. I could come up with a lot of ways to use one, but it's not something that I ever wanted to, because it was never anything I was ever going to be able to do myself, and so it was never anything I really wanted to ask of you guys to help me get that. One, there we go. Queen of crits! Crit, 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 crit. Yes, and a girl, Sari. So yeah, Weezing, will torch change Pokemon, yes. Morden. I keep forgetting that there's no levitate or abilities of any sort in this generation. So we can dig, and we can finish off Weezing very quickly. Beautiful. Oh, crap. Well, we're definitely taking that punishment roll. I'm just like, oh, I'll switch into Morden, and I'll just use a dig. Ugh. This is not my favorite episode ever. But yeah, so those are all the options, and I wanted to lay those all out for you guys because I know I've been pushing Hexath'locke back. I've been getting questions about it. When's Hexath'locke coming back? Blah, 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 blah. Ooh. Didn't want to raise Techno speed. And so I wanted to kind of lay that out because it really is going to kind of have to be a group decision on how you guys would like to proceed with that, because if it's left up to me, we're probably going to continue doing what we've been doing, which is just kind of treading water and hoping that it doesn't come up, because honestly, I haven't been able to come up with any good plan. And so you guys let me know what you'd be interested in doing. I'm going to kind of leave this in your hands. However you guys would like to proceed with this, I'm good with. We're just gonna have to, you know, come up together with a group. If you know, we decide we want to go the route of, if we decide we want to go the route of doing the capture card or something, then, you know, maybe suggest other games that we could potentially use with that. Because, you know, I would need something beyond Pokemon games to bring in most of the community. Okay, we'll torch each Pokemon. No, what did I just do? Did I roll a 2 and then use Surf anyway? Oh, talking about things while playing this game is not good for my health. Okay. Generate. 1. There we go. Now we can surf. Oh, but it misses. Fantastic. 4. So, yeah, so I mean, if you guys are really hard set on the capture card route to do Season 6, wait and do it right. Then I would ask that you guys give me other suggestions, because if I do need to bring the rest of the channel in on it, which I'm going to have to, there's only 42 of you guys, pretty much usually, who watch this. There's maybe 5 of you who actually comment regularly, who I would think, you know, maybe would have an actual interest in the future of that series, which means what each of you guys would have to chip. I mean, like, it's unreasonable for me to expect that level of commitment from people on this, you know, in something like this. So, you know, we'd have to find some way to engage the rest of the channel. I mean, I've got 1,600 or 1,700 some subscribers or whatever. A couple of hundred active viewers or whatever each week, and so, you know, it's something that we can do, potentially, maybe. I mean, I don't get, you know, many donations, I don't have a ton of support on Patreon. I mean, I have a couple of, you know, very close, you know, friends and supporters on here who have become my friends over the years, who do support me on Patreon and things like that, but I think we're up to like $28 a month or something, so it's not something that is really going to, you know, break the bank in terms of fundraising for that, and especially because a lot of that goes towards other things as well, and it would take forever if we, like, especially knowing that it takes 6 months to get a capture card. It's kind of, we might need to raise funds a little bit faster than if we start earmarking everything for a capture card and just waiting for it to rack up on Patreon. So, anyway, I don't want to talk about it anymore. Those are the thoughts that I had, and so I want you guys to give that some thought. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys are feeling like, how you'd like to see that play out. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to speed up the rest of this episode until we get to the end, because honestly, we're at 30 minutes now, and I would like for this episode to be over. Because talking about topics I don't really like talking about in terms of like money and future plans that are very unclear, and I don't really like any of the options that are presented. And at the same time, you know, screwing up royally here, I think we have to take at least two or three punishment rolls. Or we could do what is the usual punishment for... we could do what is the usual punishment for if, like, one of you guys catches it, and just have an auto-death roll or something. That might end up being safer. I don't really know. Oh, Sari, come on, I don't have time for this. Let's bring Khalik out. See what we're doing. 4. Get a little bit of health back. 4 is light screen. We'll throw that up. Maybe I'll leave that up to you guys as well. In fact, maybe I'll do that. We'll wait in the next episode, do those do those punishment rolls, and I want you guys to let me know, should I do... I can go back in editing and count and see exactly how many infractions there were. I would count trainer battles, not like every move that I forgot to RNG, but I would personally count each trainer battle. So it's probably like 3 or so that we didn't remember to do that in. But I'll leave it to you guys. If you guys want me to do like the ultimate sacrifice and just do a straight up death roll, and take that. Oh, click, 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 click. Oh, thank God. Or if you guys want me to go through and take a roll for each infraction, I'll leave that up to you guys. Since I was planning on waiting till the end of the episode anyway, that doesn't really hurt me at all, so I can wait and see what you guys have to say on that one before we record the next episode. Not my favorite episode ever. I'm sorry, guys. Press it. Who wouldn't? But anyway, I need a lot of feedback this episode, I guess that's the point. I need to know where you guys would like to see the future of Pokemon on this channel go. Whether you guys would like to see... TM22, what is that? Whether you guys would like to see, you know, how whether you guys have an invested interest in how... Sari can learn Solar Beam. Yeah, vested interest in how, secret key. Okay, we are ready to leave, finally. Whether you guys got a vested interest in how we, can I get out of here? No, it's sealed off. Wasn't I gonna speed up? I guess I'm out of sorts today, guys. I apologize. So you guys, anyway, I need feedback, is what I'm saying, and been trying to say for the last half hour. Okay, so I have to come back and I have to press a button all the way over here. Stupid puzzles. So I need that feedback on what you guys would like to see done with the future of Pokemon, specifically the Hexath'locke on this channel. Additional or catch a card would also, you know, open us up for things like, you know, we could do an Alpha Sapphire run, or we could play one of the new Mystery Dungeon games, or, you know, one of those kinds of things as well. There were things beyond the Hexath'locke to consider in that instance. Oh, that's a door. So I need to know what you guys think on that, Hexath'locke-wise, and let me know what you're thinking on the punishment rolls. Obviously, I was so caught up in today's unfortunate discussion that I screwed that up. I screwed that up royally. So let me know what you're thinking, guys. If you guys go ahead and count up the infractions, I'm only going to count per trainer battle. I'm not going to count each move I did in RNG. I won't agree to that. Because I'm not in a good mood today anyway, so no, I'm not doing that. But if I need to take a roll for each trainer battle that I screwed up, and or if I should just take, you know, kind of the final death toll there and do a random generation of, you know, all the Pokemon I've got and see who dies. You guys let me know there. I'll leave it up to you. And so please, guys, even if you don't normally comment, I would love to get your feedback on all of this stuff today, but specifically the stuff pertaining to the Hexath'locke, etc. That's something that's going to affect the future of the channel in general, even beyond Pokemon stuff. So it'd be good to get your guys' feedback on that. And I can, you know, if that's the way you guys want to go, or if the capture card is the way we decide to go, just, again, let me know some other non-Pokemon-y games that you guys might be interested in seeing me play with that, because I'm probably going to need those to take to the rest of the channel, and say, you know, if we get a capture card, we can play Super Smash Brothers, or whatever, but just so you guys know. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Tortimer the Great, and you guys have been great. Make sure those likes, comments, subscriptions for me, guys, and I'll see you all back here next time, when we take on Blaine's gym and figure out what we're doing with these punishment rolls. I'm sorry, guys. It was an episode that I don't know if any of us enjoyed, but I hope to see you guys back here next time with some feedback. Alrighty, guys. Have a good one.